Hey, it's Steve, and I have a bit of a gadget problem. So here's what I mean. I like cool electronic toys. I mean, it's just kind of the deal. It's been true kind of my entire life, and it was one of the things when I worked in IT that was especially fun about that work, right? Because I got to have hands on all kinds of very advanced computers and other kinds of cool tech stuff. But the reason why I actually wanted to touch on that is not just to highlight one of my little weaknesses, but to talk about how it can be problematic for any of us when we get focused on the wrong thing and how to go about looking at it a little bit differently. And so it's not unusual for us to get caught up in the idea that I need like just the right tool or the right thing, and then my stuff will be better, right? Will be special, will stand out. And it's not accurate. Okay. We have to be really careful about that trap. And that's one that's super easy for someone like me to fall into with the focus on gadgets and cool things. It's like, oh, I can get this, and then that'll make this way and this, that. But at the end of the day, it doesn't matter how fancy a camera I have, whatever lighting I've got going on, whatever microphone I'm talking into. If the things I'm saying aren't valuable or useful or meaningful, so what, right? And at the same time, if the things I'm saying are valuable and useful, this other stuff is not that big a deal. Sure, it's nice when I can make it polished, but it's not critical. You can really get away with something that is much less fancy, and it can still easily be good enough. So here's where we really have to look at a liberal application of the 80-20 rule, right? 80% of your results come from 20% of your efforts. And absolutely that's true as we look at really almost any sort of tool or technology that we might be using for our work or something that we're doing. Something that is good enough is often much less expensive, much less complicated, and will still get you far enough there. And the other part we have to really watch out for with all these gadgets is they can be a total time suck, right? Because they're fun to play with and adjust and tweak. And like I spent literally 2 hours not that long ago just messing around with lighting in this room and trying to move lights to different angles and different positions and different brightnesses and all of that. And it was like, next thing I know, it was like 2 hours gone. I'm like, wow, okay. The good thing is I saved it for the weekend for a point at which it was really free time. But that's the trap we have to watch out for, is we can get caught up in doing that when we really have other things that would be a better use of our time and energy, right? Whatever project we might be working on, something we're trying to complete, something we're trying to get out into the world. And so one of the things I want to suggest is that you think of those things sort of like dessert in a sense, right? And it's like, dessert's great. I mean, I love ice cream as much as the next guy, not vanilla, as you know. But at the same time, we don't start there. Or if we do, it's not going to go really well. And so what I want to suggest is, by all means, if you want to play with whatever the tools or gadgets are that relate to your work, totally fine. But make sure that you're doing that kind of at the end of things, right? So do whatever work that you need to do, and then set aside some time at the end to play around and goof around with it. The same way that I would encourage you from a financial standpoint to think about that too is, sure, again, I'm not telling you don't ever go buy something new or buy some better tool or thing, but one, don't do it with the idea that it's going to magically make something that's not good good. It will take something that's good and make it more polished and refined. But number two, make sure you're really thoughtful about how you spend money on it so that you're not spending money on it that really needs to go to other things, right? So interested in your thoughts and stories about your experiences with this, how you've managed it effectively. So leave me a comment below. Let me know your thoughts. I hope you're doing well. And that's it for the moment. I will talk to you soon. But as always, keep moving forward.